And not only that, I mean, this is a controversial take. This is my opinion, not everyone else here at the table. But I talked about this when I was at Access Vegas. I said men have to work significantly harder for a worse product of female in 2023. I mean, you have to earn significantly more money. You have to be significantly more charming. You have to be more handsome. You have to be more attractive in every regard, right, as a guy in 2023. But what are you competing for? You're competing for women that aren't virgins. You're competing for women that are going to be probably come from a promiscuous past, aren't going to be submissive, are going to be combative, are going to challenge your authority. Like, you have to work way harder, and you're getting a worse product. So it's like, goddamn, what am I doing here, right? Versus you go back 7 years ago, a regular guy can work at a steel mill, make, 20, 30 grand a year, be able to raise a family off that, and be pretty rest assured he could find a woman that would be submissive and dutiful to him. But that you can't find that anymore.
Times
it's very
have changed.
difficult.
Yeah. One of the great things about my podcast doing well these days is, and I now do consultations with guys from all over the world.
Nice.
And I was doing a consultation with a guy from, let's say, the Middle East, and he told me that American men are the best men in the world, and we get the worst deal out of any men in the world. More along those lines.
Yeah.
He did the geo arbitrage, but in a very clever way. He targeted, he used Instagram as basically a dating app, and he targeted university girls in his home country. He just sort of looked for people who were posting at the university.
Yeah,
and started to DM them directly.
Mm-hmm.
And he
While
was
living in the West.
He was living in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Listen, I called this years ago. You remember, right, bro? What did I say? What's the biggest date app in the world? Instagram.
It's Instagram.
100%.
Yeah,
for sure.
It really is.
It is, bro.
You shouldn't get a girl's number anymore. Just get her Instagram account.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, why? Unless you want FaceTime.
Yeah.
Close the date.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty much
Why
it.
grab the number? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, an Instagram close could be pretty legit. I say get both, but yes, I mean, in today's day and age, yeah, that's you got to grab the IG too.
Instagram is great because it allows you to brag with somebody else's mouth. It's like in the old days when you're at a social party, you're talking to two people, you walk off, you want the other person to turn to the girl that you're targeting and be like, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He's the psychiatrist.
Yeah.
He's got a clinical psychiatrist. It's like, oh. It's always more impressive when someone else brags about you.
Of course.
And that's what Instagram does. You can brag about yourself, but it looks like someone else is doing. It's a very curated peephole into your life. And so it allows you to show people the impressive things about you without being overtly...
I look at... as a real estate guy, right? It's all about getting passive income, not necessarily working for your money. Instagram, if you set it up correctly, can give you passive demonstrations of higher value, passive DHV, right? Just like money coming in without you trying, your Instagram profile will increase your value without you trying because it's there. Girls are able to look at it on their own time, and then boom, your profile demonstrates higher value for you, and then you're able to create social proof. And then if she follows you, if she looks at your stories, you're able to consistently show social proof without being try hard or showing it to her directly.
And you made a good point because think about it. Back in the day, like you mentioned, you want someone to talk about you to that woman.
Mm-hmm.
However, nowadays, it's kind of like the actual Instagram itself talks for you, and as well, it buffers you because, once again, if she doesn't like you, she won't respond. So you know off rip, hey, you weren't that guy that she wants to actually take out or be with.
Mm-hmm.
So
you guys are absolutely right. One of the things that men do poorly with respect to women, it's like that little knowledge is a dangerous thing. They learn, women like high value men. So all I need to do is demonstrate on the date that I have a lot of money, that I have a lot of status. So they talk a lot and they bore the woman, and he just comes off as try hard or douchey. And
good point.
What I always say to guys, it's like good literature: show, don't tell, and if possible, allow her to discover the impressive things about you. Right?
Yeah.
So it's always more impressive if someone finds out that you have a Porsche. Yeah. It's like, do you know anybody who's run a marathon who hasn't told anybody that they were running a marathon?
Yeah.
I think it might be physically impossible for someone to do that. But if that were true, it would seem so much more valuable.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, we've said it, shout out to our guy Donovan Sharp, discovery always trumps disclosure.
Absolutely.
Every single time, especially with women. And yeah, it's a very delicate balance of like getting your shit together and being higher value, higher status, but like not necessarily bragging about it, and having someone else or having something else do it for you so that you can kind of find it on her own.
I can't tell you how many girls have the issue where the guy would be like, oh my God, like, you know what I do for a living? I'm successful. Look at my cars. It's like, bro, you just ruined it. Versus
totally
goes to your Instagram page. Oh wow, is that his car? No way. Yeah. And he just sees it after the fact. You win.
And if you're lucky enough to have a Porsche, I tell guys that the best place for it is in the background.
Yeah.
Because what's more impressive, you have a Porsche or that you're so rich that your Porsche is just your car and it doesn't have to be the focus of the picture. Because I guarantee they're going to notice that there's a Porsche in the picture or a Ferrari, whatever you happen to have.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You can leave little like breadcrumbs for women to kind of follow back to the impressive things, but you should always allow them to discover those things.
I have a new thing that I do now.
What's
so,
that?
for example, let's say I have just her phone number, right? I don't have her Instagram. I'll say, hey, you know what? I'll come pick you up in a Toyota Corolla. It'll be black, of course. I pull up in black, but it's actually a G-Wagon. It's hilarious because to see how they respond to it, it's funny as hell, bro. It's funny.
So what's your?
Did you get your cars back, by the way? Last time I was here, you said that Walter had to sell most of his cars. You get any of your cars back?
Oh, he was trolling. He was trolling. He was trolling, man. Actually, I'm getting a new one tomorrow.
Oh, yeah? You want to spill?
No. You'll see it on Instagram. There you go.